I'm going to create 3 custom planner spreads with very unique themes. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com. Today I'm working on 3 custom planner spreads, all that have very special themes. We have Becky, who requested a Kentucky Derby theme for her monthly layout in the month of May. I am very excited to work on that. Danielle's theme is coming along. I'm cutting stickers as we speak. She requested Strawberry Shortcake, the cartoon. So I'm excited to work on that. And then 80 requested a Mother's Day spread, but specifically for Mexican Mother's Day, which is on May the 10th. I have pulled out one of my favorite sticker books of all time, Posh Party, to work on that. All right. I will link everything that I use down below at the end of the video. I would love to hear which of these spreads is your favorite. All right, let's go. First up is a monthly spread for Becky, and this is for the month of May. I know you are probably seeing this after the fact, but she definitely had this in a time for May. I get asked all of the time, where do you get your different stickers? Where do you get the stickers with the different themes? And my favorite place to go for any of these stickers is Canva. Yes, I do have the plus membership, pro membership, whatever it's called for Canva, and it is well worth the money because all of the images that you can get, all of the projects that you can make, I absolutely love that resource, and that is a website that I use every single day. So love Canva. I just searched Kentucky Derby and got these great images of the horses running with the jockeys. And then of course I had to find some hats because that definitely says Kentucky Derby. So I have the hats, I have the trophy, and then I pulled from a Kelva Plan sticker book called Love Blossoms. I think it was part of her Kelva fan box that was Valentine's themed because of course the roses definitely say Kentucky Derby as well. So I pulled all of those different resources together to put together this spread that is really unique. I love that creative planning affords you the opportunity to celebrate certain holidays or certain events or certain interests that you might have that maybe are not quite as widespread. Now, of course, the Kentucky Derby is a very popular event, especially if you are in the state of Kentucky, but you don't see very many stickers out there that are Kentucky Derby themed, but you can always create your own and you can celebrate it in your planner. So I started with some roses. Whenever I have the horses, I'm going to include roses near them. I did put the trophy, I put it near the 3rd. The 3rd is a day that Becky needed a box for. Actually, she needed a box for the 2nd, but I put one on the 3rd because that is, of course, the day of the Kentucky Derby. And then I actually ended up having to add a box for the 2nd after the fact. So it does make it on there, but the trophy seemed appropriate right near when the Derby happens. And then I wanted it to look like these jockeys were kind of just racing their way almost in a circle around the page. So 3 of them are headed one direction. One of them is headed like back around the other way as if they are already on their next lap. So I think, in my opinion, I think the guy that is in the blue and his horse is like dark and has a green blanket, I think that is the jockey that's winning. I think that's the horse that's winning. It'd be fun to name all the horses or to give them names based on horses in the Kentucky Derby this year. That would be super fun. So I'm going to include roses near all the horses because in my book, they might all be winners. They're all winning maybe different rounds of the Kentucky Derby. I don't know if it's all called Kentucky Derby, if it's the different types of races. Y'all will have to tell me. I'm sure there are some Derby experts out there. I also have these little horseshoes I'm going to include. It was fun to do this kind of mishmash of different things going on. I could have just stuck with the horses. I could have done a whole spread just about the hats at the Kentucky Derby, but I thought let's get the whole feel of the event. The only thing I feel like I'm missing, I think mint julep. Is that like the official drink of the Kentucky Derby? I'm pretty sure it is. So that might be the only thing I'm missing right here. Okay, I had to cut down a box. That is a tip. If you don't have a box that's the right size, you can always cut a larger box in half and kind of reposition it on your page. We're just adding little bits here and there. This spread comes together pretty quickly. I absolutely love it. It gets a little busy because I do decide that I'm going to go for it with the hats and that they're going to be across the entire spread. And in order to bring a little balance, I had to bring a little bit more to the bottom. We had to bring some roses to the bottom and hats and horseshoes. So like I said, it gets busy. I don't think Becky will mind. Becky, if you need to add more boxes on this spread to be able to write, that is totally fine. And you could do it in a variety of colors. Red or pink or black, I think would look really nice. All right, so once I am done with the decorating, then I just have to cut the two pages apart, which I'm going to do right here. I always flip it over to cut them apart. Then I stick them together and I'm going to pull out my We Are Memory Keepers disc punch, which is probably on its last leg. It is just not punching as well as it used to. It still is great for getting some of the shaping. I think I just probably need to invest in a new one. I love how this one came together. Let me know down below, what do you think of Becky's Kentucky Derby spread? And if you were going to do a spread for a special event, either that you have in your area or that we kind of all pay attention to as a nation or as a world, what theme would you choose? I would definitely do the Olympics. I love the Olympics and I love college football. So that would probably be another theme that I would celebrate in my planner. All right, let me know down below and let's head on to the next spread. Next up is a spread for 80 and she uses the Grande vertical layout. All of these are layouts that I have available over in my shop. Lots of different planner inserts printed on the most beautiful paper. You can find them over there. I am using the Posh Party sticker book and I'm actually using the numbers from Posh Party, which I don't use very often. These numbers are cut with big squares around the number as opposed to like cut closer to the actual number, which usually I don't really like, but I really liked the font for this particular spread. We are doing a Mother's Day spread for 80, but she told me that Mexican Mother's Day is actually celebrated on Saturday the 10th, which I had no idea. So I am putting the main box there on the 10th, and we are using Posh Party from Live Love Posh. Has some beautiful Mother's Day stickers. I've used them multiple times, so I'm actually kind of coming to the end of my Mother's Day stickers here, but I think these are beautiful in celebration of mom. And I really feel like Mother's Day and Father's Day is almost a celebration of just family. I think there's lots of moms and dads out there in lots of different forms. And so I always think of these days as a time to just celebrate your family, which is what I want 80 to have right here. We have all of the like Mother's Day essentials of the florals. We have breakfast in bed, all the little treats that we like to have for Mother's Day are going to make their way onto this spread. The boxes that I am using are from Mojo Jojo Plans. They are part of her gray boxes, and I'm trying to work out the functionality. This one, I think, ended up, it works. It was a little bit tricky to make sure there were boxes available for each and every day because I wanted it to be a little bit more what I would call cluster based. Instead of organizing all the boxes at the top and all of the bulleted lists or checklists in the middle like I would normally do, I kind of shifted things around so that it would move across the spread in a different way. That gave me the extra challenge of figuring out where all of these boxes worked best, but I still think it came out pretty nicely in the end. I also just worked really carefully to make sure that the boxes did have decorative stickers by them. I never want to have what I would call like an orphan box, a box that's just kind of off on its own. In order to make the spread feel very complete, you always want some sort of decorative element over there, whether it is a full-on sticker, a little bit of washi tape, if it's part of a cluster of some sort. You don't want a box to be kind of off on its own because then it doesn't feel like it fits in with the rest of the spread. For the bullet points, to bring in a fresh color, I'm going with this light pink. It's slightly pinkier more pink, pinkier, one of those words, slightly more pink than the pink that is included in the decorative stickers, but because it's so light, I think it still works really well with the spread as a whole. Once those are on, I'm feeling pretty good with the function. Now is when I'm looking for those orphan boxes. So you'll see me adding in a few florals. This was a big open box down below. I was trying to figure out how to get this in here. That looks nice, kind of fills in that corner a little bit. This box up here needs a little something. It all comes together pretty nicely. So I needed some quotes. There were not any that I wanted to use in the Live Love Posh sticker book, but as always, Kelva Plan, rainbow quotes to the rescue. I found some great ones that I think work well with Mother's Day. When I count my blessings, I count you twice. Happiness is homemade and family is always close to your heart. And that is going to wrap up 80's Mother's Day spread. Let me know what you think of it down below. I love the soft color palette and I think it came out beautifully. Last but not least today is Danielle, who requested Strawberry Shortcake, specifically the cartoon version of Strawberry Shortcake. I have done the book version before, but this is the kind of the updated cartoon version. Again, I pulled images into Canva and I was able to remove backgrounds and create stickers. Then the cool part was I was able to use strawberries that I found in Canva and recolor them to match the hair of Strawberry Shortcake. So lots of cool tools that you can use in Canva. I love it. To start out this spread, I went with this really bright green. It is like a citrus green, scalloped washi from Play Anything. One of my favorites. I felt like the scallops were perfect for Strawberry Shortcake. And this was a little bit of a challenging color palette. I have a ton of decorative stickers. I wanted to create a focus across the middle. So this is a bit different. We're going to do almost all of the decorative stickers, all the decorative elements in the middle, taking up the whole row of middle boxes. But there's still going to be lots of functional boxes around the edges, the top and bottom. We're going to have some bulleted lists. There will be plenty of function, but I wanted to bring the focus right to the middle, and I'm layering in some of the different Strawberry Shortcake elements. What became a challenge was I'd taken the time to make sure that all of these stickers really coordinated from a color standpoint, because of course there's about, I don't know, 1 million shades of pink that you can use. So I had done that work on Canva, but finding boxes that worked was trickier than I thought. First, I pulled out Jewel Tone from Mojo Jojo Plans. I was going to do all of these checklists down the bottom, all along the bottom row of boxes, but this was not the right color. That color was not it. It had too much purple. And I was like, maybe that's just me. Let me just start putting them down. I get 3 down. And then I was like, nope, that is not the color. I don't like it. I'm going to have to pull those up. So let me grab another Mojo Jojo sticker book. I'm like, maybe this one. This is maybe slightly different. I totally even pull out more stickers. I'm like, is the red it? No, I wanted it to be purple. I wanted it to be pink. Let me try this version. Nope, that's not it. Oh man, I was a little bit panicking, thinking I was going to have to go back and create my own boxes, but I actually ended up going to look through Mojo Jojo Plans. In the back of winter boxes, I found this set. Ta-da! This pink matches perfectly. I am so excited. It goes so well. So I'm going to be able to use these pink boxes, and there are checklists that go with it as well. This was so lucky that it came. I mean, I could have gone into Canva. Again, one of the reasons I love Canva. I could have gone in and made my own boxes that perfectly coordinated, but this just saved me time. So yay for Mojo Jojo Plans, coming in clutch with the right color pink. So excited. Now I'm just working on getting all these elements on the page. I do want to even it out, equal checklists on the left and right. I want to have plenty of boxes. I usually try for at least a box a day for my patrons when I'm putting these spreads together, because I want it to be, again, very functional, places for them to write their schedule. And I'm just bringing in a few little elements. So I have a ton of strawberry stickers that I created, and then I have some strawberry shortcake elements, some different desserts, a fun strawberry milk, you know, all the little touches. This comes out so sweet, and it is a color combo that I would not normally choose. That bright green was out of my comfort zone, but because it was on the Strawberry Shortcake cartoon, it seemed like the right thing to do. So I think it's super cute in the end, but man, it was a challenging color scheme for me for sure. Usually when I do these spreads, the first thing I think is where's the focal point going to be? And this one, I really wanted it to be mostly in the middle. As I started putting things onto the page, I realized I didn't want orphan boxes. I was going to have to include a few little decorative elements on the edges just to fill the space appropriately. But I still knew that the main focal point would be in the middle. And in order to kind of drive that home, that's where the quote is going to come in. Once again, Kelva Plan to the rescue. Rainbow Quotes is like the go-to sticker book for me because it has such a great variety of quotes and in different colors, including pink. So I was able to grab a quote. You'll see it here in a moment that says, "She planned a life she loved." Seems appropriate. So we're going to use that. And then I actually wanted to bring in the handwriting in one more spot. So I actually choose a sticker that says "My goal" to put on the double box in the bottom right. And that is going to be it for Danielle's Strawberry Shortcake spread. So now it is totally your turn to let me know, which spread did you like the best today? Was it the Kentucky Derby theme? Did you like the Mother's Day spread, or was it Danielle's Strawberry Shortcake? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button and the bell notification button. Like I said earlier, all of the supplies that I used are in the description box below. I also have a few coupon codes down there, so it's always worth checking out that description box. And I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon community, the best out there. I say it all the time. My patrons are the best. We have so much fun. There is so much going on over on Patreon. You don't want to miss out. So head on over to patreon.com/ScrappyWife to find out more. All right. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.